Hello and welcome to the Elixir tutorial. This is a new course that we have started. In this course, we'll go over Elixir and its functionalities provided by this language. One by one, we'll have multiple sessions, and towards the end of this course, the expectation is that you would be able to easily write programs in Elixir, beginning with Elixir. So in this first session, we'll go over installation of Elixir, then what exactly is Elixir. Then we'll go over how we can open Elixir in interactive mode and what all we can do there. And finally, we'll write our first Elixir program and run it. Now, installation of Elixir. If you want to install Elixir, all you need to do is go to elixir-lang.org and follow the instructions that are given there. So this elixir-lang.org is the official page of Elixir. If you are using Windows, the installation is fairly straightforward. You will get an installer from elixir-lang.org. You need to get that installer, and using that installer, you would be easily able to install Elixir on your system. For any other OS, you can follow the steps. It's not that difficult. It's fairly straightforward. I would suggest you to install Elixir 1.11 or higher and OTP 22 or higher. While installing, keep that in mind that the certain Elixir version are dependent on a particular OTP version. They don't work below that. Keep that in mind. Now the next question is, what exactly is Elixir? Now, Elixir is a dynamically typed functional programming language. It's primarily a backend programming language, and Elixir builds on top of Erlang. And Erlang, as we know, has been there for decades in telecom industry, and it has been pretty good. And its concurrency is one of the key factors in Erlang's success. And so the Elixir uses pretty much same abstractions for building distributed and fault-tolerant applications. Elixir uses Erlang's virtual machine, which is Beam, B-E-A-M. And Elixir is one of the fairly loved languages since its release in 2011. And the reason being, it's scalable. The applications that we develop in Elixir, they are really scalable, reliable, and fault tolerant. And syntax of Elixir is fairly easy to understand and remember. And also Elixir gives us a bunch of convenience methods which make the life of developer really easy. Now, next point is Elixir in interactive mode. How do we open Elixir in interactive mode, and what exactly is interactive mode Elixir? So when you install Elixir, inside the bin directory of the installation, you will have three executables. One is IEX, second one is Elixir, third one is Elixir C. So IEX stands for Interactive Elixir. In Interactive Elixir, what we do is we open a command prompt. We open Elixir in interactive mode there, and here you can write any Elixir expression and execute it and see what exactly it would return, and you can try out different things there. If you want to enter Elixir in interactive mode, all you need to do is type IEX and hit enter, and you will enter Elixir in interactive mode. Once you're done, all you need to do is hit Ctrl-C twice and you will be out of Elixir interactive mode. Let's switch our screen and go to Elixir interactive mode. Yeah, here we are. Here I can see if I type IEX and click enter, here you can see I have entered Elixir in interactive mode. Here I can write an expression like 2 into 2, it gives me 4. 3 divided by 2, it gives me 1.5. 2 divided by 2, it gives me 1.0. So here I am trying out some operators. Similarly, I can try out some convenience functions provided by language. I can create list. So say I create a list, L is equal to 1, 2, 3. Here I have a list of integers. If I say L and enter, It will give me the contents of that list 1, 2, 3. I can pass this L using this pipe operator, which we'll learn eventually, to enum dot map. Map is pretty much a method which a function which would iterate over the individual elements of the list and perform a particular function that we provide as the second argument. L we have piped into enum.map would go as the first argument, and second argument it takes is an anonymous function. This is the arrow syntax of declaring a function. Say I want to calculate the square of every element in the list. Yep, that should do. Here we have this list of squares of every element of the original list, 149. Now I can use that same enum module but a different method function, filter, and I say x is equal to 2. So the filter method here we have, it filters the list based on the condition that we provide in this function. Here I'm saying that when x is equal to 2, it should be true, that we should retain these values where x is equal to 2. And remember the list that we have in L is 1, 2, 3, 4. When I pass L to this map method, it didn't override the values in L. It created a new list 149. So the values in L are still 1, 2, 3. I must have written something wrong here, and I have its filter Mr. R there. Here you can see it has returned me a list with single element 2, since that's what I had written. So in this manner you can try out different convenience functions, different operators, different expressions, and see how they behave, what's the best way to write, and what exactly does a particular function or method return in a particular scenario. Once you're done with it, all you need to do is hit Ctrl+C twice and you are out of it. Let's switch back to our presentation. Now here we are writing the first Elixir code file and running it. So the file that we are going to write now is pretty straightforward. It will have just one line, io.puts hello world. It's the evergreen hello world program that we are going to write here. It's not so much of a program, it's just printing a particular word, hello world. But the thing is, with this we would understand how we write a particular Elixir file, what should be the extension, and how do we execute that file. So here I have written io.puts, and when I want to run it, I'll say Elixir space the name of the file which we have given it, hello.exs. exs is the extension that we are going to use, Elixir space hello.exs, and it would run that file. Let's switch our screen. Yeah, here we are. I'm using VS Code. Here I have created a hello.exs, and there's, as you can see, there's just single line in it, io.puts hello world, and I have saved it. I'm using VS Code as for the code editor. You can use Atom, VS Code, any editor of your choice. There are a bunch of libraries that you get for that you can install in VS Code as well as in Atom. Now if I want to run it from command prompt, I'll go to the directory where I've created this and write Elixir space hello, and it will return me hello world. And that's all for this. And that's all for today. In next session we'll do more programming and less talking. Thank you.